Oh, look at Miss Beautiful Tyra back here. Okay, well, I'm about to bring her up. I love the presentation. She makes me want to go get my crown. So I'm going to bring our next speaker up, Miss Tyra Pickett.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Lily, for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. It's been such an amazing afternoon. All the beautiful speakers today. I have my crown on because I am channeling my inner queendom. You know, it's all about self-care and wellness and love and everything. So this is a great day for me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tyra Pickett. I am founder and CEO of Pickett Fence Virtual Services. It's an online business management company, and I work with 6- and 7-figure professional coaches and construction businesses who are ready to scale their business and take it to the next level. I'm a certified online business manager, and I specialize in automation, creating and implementing systems so that your business can run smoothly and efficiently, creating and implementing streamlining processes and SOPs so that you can position your business to scale and grow and take it to the next level, and also project management, where I take your projects from start to completion successfully. I'm the creator of the Profitable VA, and I'm a business coach for virtual assistants and virtual support professional women entrepreneurs. And I teach them how to launch, grow, and up-level their business as well. And I provide one-on-one coaching, group coaching, a mastermind, and courses. I'm a podcaster for the Profitable Virtual Assistant podcast with Tyra Pickett. I'm a wife and I'm a mama. So I am all the things. So today I'm going to talk to you about purpose, and what that looks like and how to, bring out your purpose. So we're all born with a purpose, right? So what is purpose? You see, if you look it up online, it's basically the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. To me, purpose, everyone, when you're born with a purpose attached to you. You're born with that special gift. You were born to make a difference in some way. And we're all born with a special gift, a special skill, a special talent, something that we love to do, and it completely lights us up. If you dread waking up in the morning going to work because you hate it, you're not living in your purpose. If you wake up in the morning and you're not happy about it, you're dragging your feet for whatever reason, chances are you're not living in your purpose. If you go to bed with anxiety, you're stressed out, thinking of all the million things that you have to do the next day, and it's not things that you necessarily want to do, you're probably not living in your purpose. Once you discover your gift and you live in your purpose, you can't wait to wake up in the morning. You're excited. You can't wait to crush your day. You're happier. You feel more fulfilled. Work no longer feels like work or a burden or a necessity. You're walking in your gift, and we're all gifted at something. So how do you find your purpose? I always say it's not something, it's not a magical wand that you just, roll around and you find your purpose, or you got to go look for it and search for it. It's already within you. Like I said, you were born with a purpose. So you want to just find out what truly, truly makes you happy. Not what you think sounds good, or what you see other people doing, or what people may say you're good at. You may hear, oh, you're great at this, or you're great at that. And you might be good at it, but it doesn't burn inside of you. It's not that fire. You may be good at a lot of things, but if it's not your purpose, you're still not going to want to do it, even though you're good at it. So your gift is what you're absolutely the best at. Your purpose is what you're absolutely the best at. It lights you up. You would do it for free. You're at your best, and it doesn't feel like work. It comes effortlessly to you. Like, for example, some people are gifted at singing. Just because you can hold a tune or something does not necessarily mean that's your purpose. You may be good at singing, but if it's not a fire inside of you, then there's a lot of singers out here, and they're not in their purpose, but they can sing. Same thing with a chef or a business owner, somebody like that. You may be good at doing that stuff, but if it's not aligning with your purpose, aligning with you being happy and being able to do it, then you're not serving in your purpose. Some people have trials and tribulations, and out of those tests become their testimonies. For example, if you were a drug addict, or you suffer alcoholism, or a battered wife or husband or whatever, God brought you out of that situation for a reason. And a lot of times when you're in that situation, you're asking, why me? Why am I going through this? But the fact that God brought you out of it so that you might be a mentor or an advocate for someone still in the struggle. And who better to be able to speak with someone and advocate for someone than someone who's already been through the trenches and found themselves out of it. So they're showing that there's a way out. So that may very well have been your purpose of why you went through that. So your test became your testimony. So you want to figure out what you're passionate about. And that's just step one. Step two, go for it. Take the chance, step out on faith. Stop being afraid and running away from your gift. Stop trying to be someone or something you're not, and you find yourself not being happy. It's like a constant tug of war. You're not walking in your purpose. Be honest with yourself. For example, I'll tell you a little bit about my story. So I grew up, I always wanted to be a teacher. That was something just implanted in me. I was teaching my brother and my cousins. I was older than them at a very young age. I literally had them doing homework every single day and turning in homework and grading it. I wanted to be the boss. You know, I wanted to teach them things that I learned and that I knew and stuff. So I always had that teaching bone inside of me. My first job at 16, I was fired on my third day. And I knew right then and there that I hated the 9 to 5. I hated clocking in. I hated answering to the boss. You know, I wanted to be the boss. I started my first business at age 17. I was working in corporate at the time, and I started my own business in my cubicle, and my customers were my coworkers, and from all around the building they were coming to me, and I started my own VHS business. I don't know if y'all remember VHS. I might be aging myself, but you know, back then when Blockbuster was popular, and I'm a huge movie buff, so I had hundreds of movies, and I had the whole business model together. I had all my movies listed out. They would rent out the movies that they wanted, and they would pay for them. I had little punch cards, and they rented so many times they would get a free movie. And if they were late, they paid a late fee. And I was serious about that. I was serious about my business at a very young age. So that's when the entrepreneurial bug really hit me, and it felt good to me. But you know, you start going through senior year in school, and what do you want to be when you grow up, and things like that. And of course, entrepreneurship, it didn't pay the bills. It wasn't a real job. You know, it wasn't promising. And teaching, they didn't make enough money. So naturally, I went where people thought I should go and what sounded good. And that was, oh, well, maybe I'll be an attorney, or maybe I'll be a doctor or a nurse. And I got a 4-year scholarship, and I wasted all those 4 years trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I went to school to try to be a doctor. I hated it. I went to school. I changed my major the next year to be an attorney. I hated it. Changed my major next year for nursing. I hated it. You know, nothing really stuck, you know, so I wasn't attached to it. So it didn't matter if I didn't, you know, pass it or anything. I eventually got my degree as a paralegal, and get this, business. I got my degree in business. So it was always inside of me. I worked paralegal for years, and then I got into the construction industry, and I really did enjoy being in the construction industry. And I thought that was the industry, that was it. I was going to retire from that industry, but there was still a detachment because I did not like the 9 to 5 structure. I did not like the whole corporate thing. It was just, I hated waking up in the morning. Even though I enjoyed the actual work, I just didn't like everything surrounding it. And so, I always had a gig on the side, whether it was Avon, prepaid legal, Pamper Chef, Mary Kay. I always had some gig on the side, because in my mind, if I can climb up the ladder in this business and really start making money, I'm going to quit my 9 to 5, and this will be my business. But you know how that goes. It's not really your business. You're still giving a percentage to somebody up top. So it wasn't really realistic. I still wasn't attached to it. But I never really completely left my passion. I just took detours. It took me longer to tap into my purpose, and that's okay. If it's taking you longer, that's okay. And a lot of it was fear of the unknown, fear of stepping out on faith, fear of what if I fail, um, and standards of what other people thought. That's not a real job. Go get a real job. Being an entrepreneur is not a real job. Um, it's not safe. So it was a lot of those back and forth inner tug of war pulls and stuff, but my heart was still saying, I want to be my own boss. 20 plus years later, I'm in my element. I'm absolutely loving what I do. I'm happy and I'm running things. So, I'm now living in my purpose. I'm a teacher, a coach. So I'm teaching other women how to walk into their purpose and build their own businesses and create the lives that they want to have, and I'm making a difference in their lives. I'm transforming lives. And that's just, it's amazing to me just to see the transformations. And I'm also an entrepreneur. So I took both of those purposes, those inner gifts that I had since a little girl, and God meshed them into two. So I'm teaching and an entrepreneur. So I'm running things. I'm my CEO and I'm my own boss, which is something that I've always wanted. I just didn't know how to grab onto it. And it was really just fear. So everything pretty much came full circle for me. And that's what happens when you walk into your purpose and stop running from it. I ran for years. I was back and forth. I was in and out. I was running, but I was still tiptoeing like, what if? I never went fully all in. And when I went fully all in, that's when your gift makes room for you and doors start to open for you. And since you were born with a purpose, you were born with a gift, and God makes no mistakes, you better believe that He has equipped and qualified you to see that through, for you to see that vision through. So if you dig a little bit deeper into a biblical aspect from Jeremiah 29:11, when God says, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So if you haven't tapped into your gift or you're still scared, that's okay, because God is still working. Trust me, He is still working, and your purpose that He has for you will always prevail no matter what. So you may never truly be happy in the direction that you go if it's not your purpose. You can do what you want. Nobody's saying you can't do what you want, but there will always be like that disconnect that you're not truly happy. There's always that what if, what if I was to become this or anything like that. You will know it, you'll feel it, and there will always be an emptiness inside of you. And so many people spend their whole lives trying to figure out their purpose, what their passion is, what their gift is. But like I said, it's not a magical trick. It's not something you have to find. It's already in you. You were born with it. Many know what their purpose is, but they run away from it out of fear. And that was me. I ran away for years out of fear. But once you start telling yourself that failure is not an option, and you jump all in and you accept and expect nothing less, because the alternative is not an option. What's the alternative? It's not an option. And if you're already walking in your purpose, that's awesome. That is amazing. But this is for those, if you're not walking in your purpose and you wake up every morning and you hate where you're going, you hate what you have to do, you're not walking in your purpose. So I'm going to leave you with this closing, because I'm a teacher and I love teaching. So I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes with me. And I want you to think about what truly, truly makes you happy when you do it. Be honest with yourself. What are you truly good at? And it makes you come alive. It's like a burning desire inside of you. Don't worry about what others think. Take the fear out of it. If failure was not an option and you could do it right now, right this minute, what would it be? Now I want you to write that down, because you write the vision, you make it plain. Write it down and then go for it. Stop walking away from your purpose because you're scared or you're out of fear. If you're afraid to do it scared. Just do it. Stop wasting your gift. Stop wasting your purpose out of fear. God did not give us the spirit of fear. Trust the process and know that God has made a clear path for your abundance. And remember, if God gave you the vision, he'll surely make provision. So I want to thank you for letting me speak with you today, some inspirational words and encouragement to you. I hope it was helpful. If you like to speak with me and dig deeper on a more personal one-on-one level, I do offer consultations. I love to speak with you. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Profitable VA, and I'm also on LinkedIn at Tyra Pickett. So y'all all have a blessed Saturday, and it's been such a treat.
Thank you so much, Tyra. And